but they said for this is weeding out the weak-minded.
She says, I'm afraid it's the opposite. It's, you know what's in these bows, right?
Oh no, something horrible.
She very carefully snaps the bow in two.
Well,
how do you carefully snap a bow?
yeah, how do you carefully?
Yeah,
I mean, it's a robust bow.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's. I didn't think that through.
Mage hand, dagger shank.
Oh yeah, mage hand it. Mage hand, and then like mage hand one end, and have the other end against the wall, and then just like snap it in two with my foot, with my leg.
I mean, it takes a lot of force. I would want you to make a strength check for it. It's not too hard, it's just that you can fail. It's a robust bow, so...
Well,
no.
Yeah.
Aaron
You
skipped
just-
like day.
You just fucking bend it until it's like a fucking ring, and then you just twang.
Yeah, I mean, you bend it, but you don't break it.
Okay. Regardless, there's some really, really bad things in here, and I'm sure you felt a little different when you were holding the bow.
Yeah. So how about you give it back to me?
Oh, you silly.
Oh yeah. So no, I'm not going to give it back to you.
Why not?
Because it's making you evil.
Well, you recognize his kind of glare is similar to the person you cut off an arm off. And before you cast a whole person, after you cast a whole person to him. You know, the lieutenant you met. You know, he had a very intense stare or like glare. This guy, he has the same while he's looking at you from when he's like woken up more.
Oh, and he's like, he really wants the bow back.
Yep.
She looks around the room. Is there anything in here?
There's torture tools, whips. There's, you know, various form of daggers that seem to be used for the torture tools. There's vials of seemingly like not vials, jars of with a liquid, and a similar thing, the eye imp that you've seen before, but with the one where it's the body's just a whole eye and tiny wings seem to be like preserved in a couple jars.
She points to the eye imp. She says, "That thing. That's inside the bow."
So it's a horrible thing. What's the only thing that makes me think I can survive?
You know what? Aaron sees there's no help in this guy. She mage hands the bow back onto him and says, "Wait, I'll give you this back, but first I want you to give me some information."
Okay.
Explosives. Where do you keep them?
Explosives? Why would we need explosives? He says.
I mean, why wouldn't you?
Aaron!
We're a bunch of raiders. We're not like a war gang. We're not like a war crew. You don't have siege
You don't-
equipment.
You don't keep gunpowder around?
What is
Or
gunpowder?
black powder? Black powder?
What's black powder?
We don't have black powder doesn't exist.
It does exist.
They're
It's,
not pirates.
they just don't. No, most people don't know what it is. It's rare.
You're useless. And she gags him again and then puts the bow back in his hand. Actually,
Okay.
no, she doesn't put the bow back in his hand. She just leaves it there.
Just out of reach.
Yeah.
Just steal all the bows and go like, yeah.
Wow, that's kind of twisted.
I mean,
Mhm.
how else are you going to? How do you wean someone off fucking crack? You just don't give them the crack, or at least reduce the amount of crack they get.
The key word is wean.
Wean.
Well, they'll just have to go cold turkey now, won't they?
Yeah. I mean, with cold turkey, you gotta go cold turkey. Because you gotta wean them. No.
This
So-
is horrible.
Horrible.
Well, do you leave this kind of torture-looking room?
I mean, yeah, there's not really much I can do.
Well, you
Freedom. Take off
you
all
go
the
out and you notice that a familiar-looking figure is like 60 feet down the hallway, coming out from the gaudy room, seemingly
no.
walking in the direction of where you just came out.
Oh.
Please roll another stealth check.
Good.
Yeah, you managed to sneak away to more of a darker place, but you can see Hagen's sister Anna walk to the entrance of the torture room and notice that the door isn't locked.
So once she goes in, I'm gonna go past her and get into the Gotti room.
Okay. As you pass by her, roll another will save. Her back is turned towards you, and so is the imp on her shoulder.
Wisdom, you mean?
Yes, a will. Wisdom.
Wisdom.
My bad.
Oh!
Oh.
Oh.
Ooh, that's rough.
No,
Here we
no.
go, boys. Oh no.
This is gonna be good.
You see the same familiar flash of the of the imp's head turning like an owl 180 degrees. But now it's not just a flash in your memory. You can see it now. It's tracking your movement like an owl with its huge giant eye for a head.
Oh no.
Fuck.
Part of me wants to think that was in character, just in character action. Fuck.
I mean, hey, it'd be pretty appropriate. Just saying.
Yeah. It's a very buddy thing to do.
Okay, well, well, when she goes inside the room and starts like looking around, I mean, this is the best chance she's gonna get. She's gonna look through those documents and stow some of them away.
Well, you see the imp
Oh no, hello.
that's been looking at you starts to kind of fussy up a bit in his image, and suddenly two of them.
Oh, good.
No, they're procreating.
It's gonna be like a trouble with
introduce
tribbles
asexually.
scenario.
And it jumps off. The second one jumps off Anna's shoulder, like keeping line of sight to you, Erin. And walking in its awkward swagger walk on the cavern floor towards you.
Fuck. Hold on. Do I have anything? How heavy does this thing look?
I don't know, like a house cat, normal sized house cat.
So would you say about 10 pounds?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
She's just gonna mage hand it up in the air and just let it float.
Okay. Can you make like something like an attack roll? I'll let you use your like proficiency bonus and your spellcasting attribute to see if you can like use it to grab hold of it.
Okay. Okay, I can. That's okay.
Okay. It seems like you're going to miss it, but you manage to lift it up from the ground.
So while I have it just hanging there.
It's trying to use its way to lob on top of the mage hand's upper side of the hand constantly, like trying to swing forward and back with its own weight, but it's hanging there at the moment.
Okay. I'm just going to, and while it's, I'm going to make sure it's out of my line of sight while I'm doing this, but, I go into that room.
I'm pretty sure you have to keep the mage hand in line of sight.
Well, do I? No. Hold on. Let me see if it says anything about that.
Oh wait, the hand can't attack.
No, this isn't necessarily an attack per se.
No, I'm not attacking it.
Yeah, I'm allowing this because it's not. This is not like it's like picking up a cat by the scruff, if that makes any sense. Even if that would be counted as attack, I'm allowed in this instance.
Because I'm not trying to damage it.
Okay.
So it doesn't say I have to be able to see it. It just says that I have to have it. If I have to keep it within 30 feet of me. So, like, I make sure the thing is like around the corner, out of sight, while I just stash a few of these papers and maybe check the desk and stuff like that.
Sure. Now, do you look anything at the papers, or do you just look?
Sure, I'll look at the papers.
They all seem to be trading caravan journals. They seem to be tax papers of the nearby towns. They seem to be trading routes in paper form. There seems to be permits. There's ledgers of inheritance and like tons of mixed stuff like this. Mostly papers that have some sort of economical or intrinsic value to them.
Oh, like letters that if turned in could come up with some gold for us.
Or even more gold if somebody uses them for ill intent.
Oh, I'm stowing these away. Not enough to where like it's something's amiss, just like enough to enough that we get pretty penny out of it.
So yeah, you start stashing that stuff. We're soon gonna hop over to Nixon and the rest. But
and keep in mind, I'm not going to spend too long on this.
No, but you notice that it keeps struggling more and more